Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that rookie analysis. We're going to look at the best rookies today. I obviously made breakdowns of some of these players in the last couple months, but now it's time to talk about how they've been performing against NBA starters or just playing in the NBA for a longer period of time. And we're going to start off with Jared McCain because he's my rookie of the year so far, and mostly the rookie year for everybody. He should be. He's shooting 44% from the field, 36% from three, 90% from the free throw line with three attempts almost. He's getting two rebounds, two assists, and he's getting 16 points per game, which is absolutely fantastic. You like what you see out of him just because he has played the game the right way. He doesn't force it. He doesn't be in the wrong positions. He knows how to play make when he needs to. He knows how to shoot the three when it's open. He knows how to take tough threes. He also can make shots when the shot clock is low. And he's a guy you can trust to make the right decision. And it's crazy too because this is his first year, but he just understands the game at a high level and how to play it at a high level. And that's why he's been having so much success. But the thing with Jared McCain is going to be how many minutes will he get when everybody's back healthy because he's already coming off the bench in the last couple of games that I've seen, and he's not a starter anymore, which means his numbers could get affected because of that reason, which they usually do. And if he's not able to produce at a quick amount for the minutes that he's going to get, then he might actually possibly lose this award. But when I'm looking at the Philadelphia 76ers and the team that he's been drafted by, which is them, they really do need the scoring. They really do need the space, and they really do need the shooting. And he provides that. That's why it made sense to take him at 16. And it does make a lot of sense why he's the rookie of the year because he's doing the most and he's doing it at the highest level and he's not terribly efficient, which is good to see. He's a high volume scorer. He's a high volume shooter. And they need somebody that's aggressive too, that's looking for their shot, and he's been able to supply that. The next guy that I would want to talk about, who's number two, is another rookie that a lot of people was high on coming into this draft, which is Stephon Castle. He's really having a fabulous season too, getting in double figures. He's not shooting the ball crazy well, but he's a rookie. So most of the guys are usually going to struggle offensively as rookies, and he's slowly starting to figure it out. Each and every game, he's still in double figures. He's shooting 38% from the field, 28% from three, 4.2 3-point attempts, which is about normal for point guards in the league today. They're going to shoot about 4 to 6 or a little bit more depending on what position they play. Obviously, he just a starter. He's not the best player on the team. He's not even getting a lot of attempts. He only getting 10. That's about fair considering that he wasn't starting the entire season. He only started 13 out of the 20 that he played. 71% from the free throw line. That's decent. You can see that improving as he continues to play. He also averaging 3.7 assists. That's really good to see. And just overall, I like his confidence level. I like how he approaches the game. I like the fact that he can take it inside with the floater or the mid-range jump shot, and he's not afraid to take the three, even though he's not shooting well. He's showing you potential that he's not afraid to take the shot. He's able to make the shot, and that's all you really need to know as the season continues to progress. I like what I have seen so far out of him, and he has been one of the better players, and he has helped them win games too this year, whether it's in the fourth quarter making big shots or big plays, or not turning the ball over in big moments and taking care of the ball to the best of his ability. I think Castle, for him just to be a starter is a surprise because you look at the guys that they brought in, you wouldn't think that he'd be able to outplay them, but he has shown that he can also be a solid defender too, and that just gives you more credit to why you should like him. Another rookie that I want to talk about is Jalen Wells. I did a breakdown on him too. He has been fantastic. 45% from the field, 39% from three, 77% from the free throw line. He had 3.4 rebounds, 1.9 assists. And he also has started 16 games, 21 games played. He's slowly rising up the rank because he didn't get off to a great start. Is mainly because his ability to play well because the Memphis Grizzlies had injuries. Same thing with Jared McCain, and he was able to step in and provide floor spacing and scoring. And that's all they really needed him to do. But as he continues to progress this season, Desmond Bain got back healthy. Ja Morant is back. So his numbers are going to probably go down. His chances are going to probably go down. And, it is what it is, but at least he's a guy that you can count on, and he shows that he's ready to go under any circumstances, and that's the veteran side of him, just being prepared when his jersey is called and his number isn't called, and just being ready to go to war whenever it's needed. And I like the fact that he has been very efficient for a rookie, and his role has changed throughout the entire season, and he hasn't whined and complained about it. He just accepted it and just been ready to hoop and ready to ball out, and he has been able to really do that at a high level. And I like the fact that he has been able to do that so far. So there's nothing negative to say about Jalen Wells besides he just got to continue to focus on improving defensively and just being ready to go like he has been before. Another guy I want to talk about was Dalton Connect. He's in double figures too. As a rookie, he's at 11.9 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 1.2 assists. He's shooting 48% from the field and 42% from three. He's shooting 5.6 threes a game, and he's taking about 9 shots a game. He's also shooting 85% from the free throw line, 3.5 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 11.9 points. He did start 8 games out of 20 this year. He just looked like a scorcher. He's going to get the ball. He's going to shoot it. He's going to do whatever he wants offensively because he knows his game. He knows how to score. He knows how to size up defenders and put them in a situation where either the screen is going to help him get open or he's just going to shoot over them and just make a tough shot. And there's nothing you can do to guard him because he has good bounce. He has good handles. He has a good understanding of what he's trying to do before he even does it, and that throws the defense off as it should. And I think that that's a good thing to see, that Dalton Connect can actually get to the basket, can actually dunk, and it can actually connect on free throws too. And he's just a tough cover, and it's just good to see him become the shooter that we knew that he possibly could be. But none of us thought that Dalton Connect was going to be able to shoot this efficiently because some of his shots are flat out tough and flat out hard. And when you look at the percentages, you're like, wow, he's shooting that good from the field, even though he has some of the bad shots that you can take. But if you work on it and you put the work in to be able to make the shots, it makes sense that you can do it in game. And he's showing you that he's prepared to continue to contribute for the Lakers. They drafted him for the floor space and then the scoring ability, and he has delivered so far tonight. So far this season. And then Zachary Ricochet, you have to put him in that conversation too, because he's showing that he can get in double figures each and every game too. I have liked what I have seen from Ricochet a little bit. I knew he was going to be a work in progress because of the fact that he's not the greatest shooter and he's not the greatest finisher, but if you don't pay attention to him, he can catch you off guard a little bit, and he can space the floor sometimes too, and he can always kill you in transition because he's always one of the first guys to see the shot going and the rebound going, and he's just quick to take off, and he's quick to score if you don't pay attention to him. So this is a guy you got to stick to, or he'll find a way to hurt you, even if it's a backdoor cut, even if it's just rolling to the basket and getting to the dunker spot. This guy has the fundamentals of the game figured out. He's playing 24 minutes a game. He started 19 of the 21 games that he played. He's shooting 40% from the field, 28% from three. His efficiency numbers have been going up as the season has continued, and we'll see where he ends up ending at. I actually picked Zachary Ricochet to win Rookie of the Year. He is definitely in that conversation. The free throw percentage is a little bit less than I thought that it would be, 69%. I think he can get that back up a little bit more. The rebounds, he's at 3.6 for 1.4 assists. He's almost at a steal a game at 0.9. And he's not fouling as much. He's not getting caught up in that much trouble. He's not turning the ball over like crazy because he never really has the ball in his hand for too long. And he's always getting rid of it early if he doesn't have a shot, even in transition. And he's just a fun guy to play with because he understands what he should do and what he shouldn't do. And I think that really makes him a great player for that reason. And that's one of the reasons why I have liked Zachary as a player, because this guy really understands the game of basketball. at a young level, and I like what I'm seeing. Yves Misi, he's another guy. He's the center. I like his efficiency from the field, 54% from the field. They said, well, the New Orleans Pelicans really don't have a big man they can rely on. They don't really have a center. And Yves Misi wanted to prove everybody different. And he's showing you that he is a guy that you can really rely on to possibly protect the paint and also finish in the paint area. He's shooting 54% from the field, and he's shooting 6 shots a game. He has started 14 games and played 20. 64% from the free throw line, which is where a center usually shoots. He is grabbing 7.6 rebounds per game. A lot of guys have been missing. He has been taking that advantage and been gobbling up a lot of rebounds as a rookie. He's also getting 1.5 assists, 1.3 blocks, and he's also not fouling or turning over the ball a crazy amount, which you want to see. Like I said, he's not a ball handler. He's a finisher. Find him, he'll finish it for the most part, and he's always going to be at the right spot at the right time if you're looking for him. And if he's not rebounding or protecting the rim, he's just setting good screens, and that's about all a center should do. And he's showing you that he can do the basics for the most part, and that's all you can really ask for him to do, because you didn't even think he was going to be playing as much as he's playing now. But the fact that he is ready to go and he's ready to play and he doesn't make excuses, and he's always in playing the right role and doing the right things, you can see why people liked him in the draft, and you can see why they're playing him a lot of minutes, even though he's a rookie, and they trusted him to make the right plays, and he has done it. I mean, for a 21st pick, he's showing you that he can be a backup big man or a starting big man in the future if he can continue to develop and understand the game and continues to add more to his game, possibly more strength, more quickness, more better decision making when it comes to when he has the ball or when he's trying to find a way to get to the ball, or just understanding the IQ of the game and having a great feel for the game too. With his teammates, he can still be a guy that can give you double figure points and double figure rebounds possibly in the future if the team allows him and gives him the chance to do it. Another guy I wanted to talk about was Alexandre Sarr. He has been one of the big players in the NBA when it comes to name, because he was the number 2 overall pick. He's getting double figures too as a rookie with 10 points, 6.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists. The problem with Alexander Sarr is that he can't really score the basketball, and he takes a lot of questionable shots with the mid-range and the three-point shots. He is taking 10 field goals a game, which you want to see a starter do, but he's only shooting 37% from the field. He's only shooting 24% from three, and he's attempting 4.6 threes a game. He's attempting 2.3 free throws a game. He's shooting 66%. That's about what a center usually shoots. He's getting 6.1 rebounds. He should be getting more than that because he is playing 26 minutes a game. He's also getting 2 assists and 1 block. We knew that his shot blocking was going to be able to, translate to the NBA level, and it has, because he's averaging almost 2. And then the 10 points, he's going to find a way to score. He's always going to have some type of fast advantage of being able to attack early, even if it's getting a rebound and going straight up. You haven't really seen a lot of that this year, but he's really sending a lot of screens so his teammates can get open. He's just not finishing when he has the ball, or he's overthinking it, or he's taking shots that he shouldn't really be trying to take when he can just keep it minimalistic and simplistic offensively. And I think that's been the biggest problem with Alexander Sarr, is that he's doing more than he really should when he has the ball in his hands, and he can just be making the right reads and the right plays like he showed overseas. And I think that he's in his head too much, and he's trying too hard to figure out the defense on the NBA level. And if he just kept it simple with rebound, pass the ball out, rebound, dunk it, rebound, go for a hook shot, and that's it, he would be in a whole lot better place. But he's doing all these sliding jump shots and leaning jump shots, and then he's pulling up from 3, and he's never really been a great 3-point shooter. I understand that he wants to show that he can shoot a 3-point shot, and he wants to make a 3-point shot, and 4 attempts isn't the worst thing ever, considering that he's not shooting 6, 7, or 8, or 9, 10 type 3-point shots a game. But it's just a tough, situation for him to be in knowing that he doesn't really have the greatest playmakers or greatest shot makers around him, and they can focus more on him and box him out or keep him out the paint. But with Malcolm Brogdon returning, maybe he can continue to be more efficient and be more heady to set Alexandre up for easier shots, easier opportunities, and maybe his numbers goes up, his efficiency goes up, and we can really see the role that he can play at a high level in the NBA. And another center, I would say Zach Edey. He's really good. He has been able to post up a little bit. He has been able to just go up and dunk. He's so big and so physical. As a center, he's 7'4", 305 pounds. He was a first round pick number 9. He played 14 games. That's the only reason why he's down a little bit, is because of the fact that he hasn't played as many games as the other guys. But he also has started 9 games out of the 14. He's shooting 61% from the field. He was my rookie of the month for November, and he won't be for December probably because other rookies are getting hot and they actually starting to outplay him a little bit. But he also shooting 60% from 3, but he's not even attempting one a game, so that's going to be interesting if he can keep that up. But I know for sure the percentage ain't going to be the same, but I just want to see if he can knock him down at a decent efficiency clip. The free throws is about what a center should be at, 66%. It's funny how they all shooting around the same free throw percentage, even though that's rare that actually happens. 7 rebounds for him is really good, very strong. He's the biggest center in the draft, so it makes sense they're using that strength in that body to be able to rebound and to be able to protect the rim too, because he's averaging 1 block. He is getting a lot of personal fouls. He's a little slower. He can't really move out the paint that quick. You can catch him slipping. You can actually slide right by him sometimes and get layups and dunks to go in before he has a chance to block him, even though he is big and huge. And the fact that he's getting 11 points per game was one of the biggest reasons why. I mean, if you can average 11.7 rebounds and 1 assist and shoot 61% from the field and still get a block, of course you're going to have a huge chance of winning Rookie of the Year when everybody's scoring around the same and doing around the same that you are. It makes sense that you can outplay them because you're doing it more efficiently, and he understands that, and he's playing off Ja Morant and guys like that to get easy, high-quality shots. But he also showed that he can post up a little bit, hit a hook shot, and hit, them with a drop step and go up for a little push in the paint or a little bit of a dunk, or just catch the ball and go straight to the paint and dunk it strong, or even be a live threat and just catch it and finish strong too. Well, at least he's doing that each and every game for the most part, and not trying to do something that he's not really good at, like Alexander Shar. The next guy, Bub Carrington, he was a guy that got off to a decent start. He came back to earth a little bit, but his numbers overall are decent when you look at it. He played 18 games. He started 12 of them. He's averaging 40% from the field with 7.9 field goals attempted, 3.9 from 3.9 3-point attempts, 35% from 3. That's about average. You like to see that from a guy that's a rookie, that he's not struggling to score the basketball, or he's not struggling from the field. Even though his numbers ain't crazy or they don't jump out to you, it is a good start to not struggle. It's better to be okay than to be struggling to even make a basket. 79% from the free throw line. He's also getting 3.9 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 1.2 steals. He is getting a lot of personal fouls. 2.9 is really high, and 1.9 turnovers is high, but he is giving you 8.8 points to go along with that. Just overall, just trying to figure out how to make plays, trying to figure out the speed of the game, the size of the game, the length of the game, and just trying to be better, taking the physicality of the game too, and playing more minutes than he usually does. And I think that that's something that he's slowly adjusting to, and I think that will be something that can help him out in the future. But just understanding that it's a learning process, and it's a process that you have to take serious, because this is your livelihood that you're playing for, and I think he gets that. And I feel like he's not underperforming. He's actually overachieving to where people thought that he would be at this point in the season. And if he can end it with these numbers in general, these are good numbers for a rookie to show that you actually might be a starting caliber player. You're showing yes. you're showing us that you can play make and make the right decision. You're showing that you can make some of the right reads. You're showing that you can be a threat from the outside, that you can get to the mid range or get to a floater or even get to the basket. And you're showing us that you can even draw some contact. And just being a decision maker is all he really had to be. And he's figuring that out as the season continues to go. So I'm going to be more interested in Bub Carrington as his season continues to progress for that reason, because he does a lot of things that still has been done, and he needs to continue to polish them up. And say, well, you can get a little bit better from the field. You can get a little bit better from three. I can see your free throw percentage improving. I can also see you turning down the turnovers a little bit more and just being smarter as a defender, as we try to get to the second month of the season, which is December. And these larger sample sizes really showing us what these guys really are. And Bub Carrington is showing that he can potentially be a good starter. And he's doing that early in his rookie campaign. And another guy I want to talk about is the last guy, Tristan da Silva, another guy that is in a situation where they need him to do more, and he's been available and he's been trying, and he's doing a pretty okay job too as a rookie. So he's playing 13 games that he started, 18 games played. He's playing 7.2. He's playing 24.2 minutes and 7.2 field goals a game, about 40% on those, and 3.7 threes a game, about 32% on those, 78% from the free throw line. That's really good to see. And 3.7 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.4 personal fouls, and it was 7.6 points per game. He was a guy that we didn't think we was going to see that much of because of Franz and Paulo and other guys on the roster. But by them having some injury trouble and them having to dig deep because they still want to win games, which the Magic has been able to do, Tristan da Silva has been a guy that they've been able to call up and say, well, we need you to play more minutes than we thought that you would, and we need you to be able to perform. And he has answered the bell and has been able to be a solid player that actually turned into a starter. And he's been giving them a little bit of floor space and a little bit of aggressiveness going to the basket. And he has also shown that he can rebound well and make the right decision sometimes when it comes to having the ball in his hand, when it comes to passing. So he understands what he should be doing. The coaches have been very specific of what they want to see him doing and what they want to see him doing while he's out on the court. And he's been able to translate to the best of his ability as a guy that's an older guy, that's a rookie. He was picked 18th. He's 23rd. He's 23. 6'8", 217. He has an NBA kind of body for his size. He's very long, very quick, very athletic, and he takes full advantage of that. And that's one of the biggest reasons why he's one of the best rookies that in the game right now. Definitely top 10. You see a lot of centers, Misi, Edie, Alexandre Sarr showing you that the center position is continuing to evolve as they all trying to take threes while still trying to dominate in the paint, while still being solid rim protectors on the defensive end. That's the modern NBA. They're following that fold. This is what the teams want them to do. This is what the teams are asking them to do, and they're showing their ability to do it. And then you have the guard play. Most guys got to shoot the three, handle the ball, and make passes, and be able to cut to the basket or be able to make a shot going to the basket or get to the free throw line. And if you can't, you got to dish it out and keep the ball moving, hit them with a hockey assist. Sometimes you got to make the play to make the pass, or you're the guy that's getting passed to, so you got to make the shot. And those guys are showing they have the ability to do that. And some guys have to handle it a little bit more like Bub, where they have to be a primary decision maker, kind of like a combo guard. Those guys still exist in the NBA. It's not as many as it used to be, but that's only because more guys is more skilled. They want to shoot more. They want to score more. They don't dribble as much. And sometimes when they do, they going straight to the basket anyway or going right to the free throw line because they was already getting fouled, because if you shoot the three well, they're gonna make you put it on the floor. You have some type of advantage when you do that, unless a center is roaming already. Most guys attack when there ain't a center that's close, so that way they'll have to get the contact and they don't have to worry about their shot getting blocked. Is an evolution of the mental game too of basketball that's making players play this particular way. But then again, it makes sense to do that because you're attacking at the right time and is an efficient play. And that's a high percentage shot that you can be producing, whether it's a three or a layup or a dunk. And then some guys are bringing back the mid range, like the Rockets or the Suns, where if you take me, let me dribble in, stop, pull up for the mid range, stop, hit the floater, and then we can still punish you for making the read or picking that poison up. You didn't want me shooting three, but I'm still good enough to shoot the two, and I'm gonna take the best two that I can get, even if I have to get closer to the paint to do it, or even if I got to put you behind me and still protect my shooting hand and still be able to punish you from trying to kill my opportunity of shooting a three. So that's how it goes, and the league has been that way for a while, and it's just fun to see how the league continues to find ways to revolutionize what the game is actually is and what it's going to be, as I still see other things starting to change, like the 3-point shooting and the shot selection that these guys are taking. And they knew that the college game was totally different than the NBA game, but some of these rookies have adjusted really well and played really well. So it's just interesting to see that, and it's really good to see that these rookies are playing better than a lot of us thought. Well, this is a weak draft class. A lot of these guys ain't gonna be superstars. A lot of these guys ain't gonna be that great of players, but you still need them plug-in players, and you still need those guys that make your job easier as a superstar. And there's a bunch of guys that I just mentioned on this list that have just been able to do that, whether their stars are out and they're showing that they can carry some of the load, or they helping the star not have to rush back, or they helping the star by making his job easier by being in the right spots or making the right plays around him. And that's all you need too, is 5 starters, and you need some of them to do that type of job too. And you need a couple of them to be able to take over games and dominate games too. But you need that space, you need that movement, you need that distraction so the star can play well too. And that's the purpose of this type of draft. And you're seeing a lot of guys be happy with the rookie that they got, because they understand their game, they understand their role, and they're fine with it. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you like analysis or you new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this. I also do breakdowns of players like legends, regular players, and rookies, and also future stars and Hall of Famers that's still playing today. And a lot of that content I already have on the channel. So if you want to look at that content, or you want more of that content, I have over 2,000 plus videos, almost 3K. I'm actually almost 8 videos away from 3,000 videos. So it's a perfect time to check on the channel and get a lot of analysis and a lot of basketball content. And if you already been a subscriber, just make sure you're checking too, because I upload a lot of videos throughout the day. And because of that, it gives you a reason to continue to want to watch, because I mix it up enough to make the content still fresh and still fun to see and fun to watch at the end of the day. So I'll see you guys later today with more analysis, hopefully, and continue to enjoy your day.